With the release of Levridge's 2025 R1, a feature was added around the idea of sales invoice lines. That's available here under Ag Sales, Invoices, and Sales Invoice Lines. This is an inquiry page that can help the user very quickly find sales invoice lines. Most often, it'll be used to find a specific customer, perhaps a specific item, and there are date ranges available in here that you can set that are automatically defaulted to just the last 6 months. There is another option here that you can select. This is around the idea of available to return. Some orders may already be fully returned, and so you can't make returns against those. This is also used as part of our return function for 2025 R1 as well. If we go ahead and click search right now, this is going to display a pop-up. It's letting you know that this might take a long time. Obviously, depending upon the database and how many sales invoice lines there are, will determine how long this process takes. And then here you'll see that the grid populates with each of those sales invoice lines. We can see the item, the invoice itself, which you can navigate to here. We've also got things like sales agreement IDs, prepayment amounts, that sales order number, also one you can navigate to, and even the parent order. Now, when a line is selected that does have a parent order, you'll see that that related splits box is populated. So you can see that similar information for anything that was related to that parent order. So we've got their prepayment amounts, if any sales agreement IDs, etc. If we scroll down, you'll also see here that we do have some that have that prepayment value. We've got some that have a sales agreement ID. And then, of course, again, we've got that idea of the available to return quantity here. You can, of course, use the search in order to narrow things down to just a customer. You could do a customer and an item, or even just an item. And then we can reduce it even further to those that have an available to return quantity. And we could reduce the date even further. So because it becomes very specific. There are some extra navigation pieces up here that are just helpful. This could get you to payment distribution for the customer, their vouchers, transactions, even payments. A similar piece has been added to sales orders themselves. So if you navigate into a sales order and select a sales order line, this button under sales order lines on that action strip called Invoice History will take you back to that sales invoice lines page. Now, right now, we've got a line selected for urea, for Ashley Co-op. So if we click this Invoice History button, it's going to take us to the Sales Invoice Lines Inquiry page with those specific things already selected. So if we click it now, you'll see we've got that customer narrowed down and urea is already selected. And that is the new 2025 R1 Sales Invoice Lines Inquiry.